thunder.
He does that too, to me too. He does that as well as a word of message through word, as well as through live thunder. But he do that with me alone when he get ready. He don't move when I want him to move. He don't have to because he got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Lightning and thundering, those are signs in heaven, right? And it said, be not dismayed. Don't be, ooh, it's thunder and lightning. Don't be dismayed at that, right?
That's God.
I'm talking. If you can't stand the heat, you stay the fuck out the kitchen. And don't call yourself no chief, because a chief don't cry, and a chief don't cower, and a chief ain't scared of no heat. A chief ain't never been scared of that. You ain't seen Chief Alazar be scared of it. You ain't seen Chief Ephraim be scared of no heat. But look at you. I am sick of a Johnny come lately brother who thinks he knows something, who don't know shit, puffing himself up against the men that he says is his teacher.
What are they doing? They're making a living for themselves. I would say making a living is a wise thing to do.
Why our brothers can't do it?
Let's make livings for ourselves.
Yeah, but all brothers can.
It all goes back to us making the law.
Do you think when they legalized marijuana, that was right?
They legalized it?
Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't promote, you know what I'm saying, the use of marijuana for recreation, like as far as smoking it goes. So what legalizing it did, it also helped, you know, stop all those mass incarcerations of black folks who was just getting sentences for selling dope, but for selling weed. But now the government do it legally and make it $1 billion industry.
Yeah, they're giving up. But we the most one smoking it. Now we can't go to school right now. So we're smoking every day. They're condemning the black people to legalize it. And the black youth now, they smoke so much. We smoke so much now that we can't even go to school now.
I went to school and smoked weed at the school. I don't see the correlation between smoking weed and going to school. Well, watch it, but this is all. It's all. Look, the Bible tells us all this, right?
Yeah.
We finna get Psalms 82. Psalms 82, right? Because the Bible tells us about this all. And every question that you got, I got this brother holding a precept for it, right? So give me Psalms 83 from the top.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 at the top. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Our enemies that make a tumult, right? Read.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So all of that, the weed industry, all of that is crafty counsel against God's people, which is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
It's a crafty counsel for Israel to not even be remembered. To let us cut them off from being a nation. So what's happening is the white man, the Arabs, the Chinese, the damn East Indians, the red with the red dots on their foreheads, all these other nations, everything they do is designed systematically to keep us down, because as long as they can keep us in sin, then their kingdom can keep going on. But once we wake up, once enough of us wake up and realize who we are and come back to God, keep his law, statutes, and commandments, then their kingdoms crumble and ours rises up. I get Revelation 1:7. I definitely do. You? All praises to the Most High. I'm gonna tell you something. Soon. We don't know the day or the hour. No man knows the day or the hour. But we know it's soon because we got prophecies. We got signs, and we measure the times diligently. Like we see all what Russia doing. Russia, the BRICS system. They all gearing up and they all getting ready for war. Right? That World War III is for the deliverance of black folks. Right? Or so-called black folks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, who are the Hebrew Israelites, right? Give me Revelation 1:7.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Bring it up.
Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen.
So it said every eye gonna see him. He's coming with the clouds. And when you deal with what this was really talking about when you study the Bible, these clouds is the chariots. or what they try to classify as the UFOs. Right? Christ is coming back with the chariots, with the chariots of God, and every eye gonna see him, even those who pierced him. So he gonna come back, right? And when he comes back, he's coming to save his people. So you asked earlier, what is salvation? Get Luke 1:67, right? Because the Bible defines salvation as us being saved from the hands of our enemies.
Would you call yourself peaceful?
Of course, yeah.
Turn the other cheek.
We do it.
You do it. You're modeling after Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's our whole life's mission. Is to be Christ-like.
It's hard to turn the other cheek, but he commands us to turn the other cheek.
It is, and sometimes it is when you know what helps us remind you. See all these things brothers got hanging off their shirts. When it getting harder, you got to turn that other cheek. You look at these fringes and you remember the commandments of God. And you remember, I got to.
Okay, God bless you, man. Keep God first more than anything else, right? It's over us. God comes first over our faith.
God comes first. Our nation and our families come second. You know what I'm saying? Everything else falls where it may. All praises to the Most High. First and foremost, I want to say, call hello, like Yahweh. I do so by Shimon Mashiach Yahweh Shai. That's giving all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High God Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ Yahweh Shai. We are the Hebrew Israelites of the sect of Sakari, Detroit, coming out here week in and week out to let our people know how special and how chosen, how beloved of God they are, right? And we also coming out here to condemn the nations, right? All these wicked nations, all these other nations who are not so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? We let them know that their kingdom is soon up, and that the kingdom of Israel is soon on the rise, right? Give me,
That's right.
Give me that Luke chapter 22. Christ told us to arm ourselves. Because he said another person that's coming up. He said, don't you think the guns will scare off the society? You know how many dialogues and bills we have because people wonder why we got all these guns on us, right? Well, listen, our Messiah told us to, right? So we got, our Messiah told us to, and then B, right? The constitutions of this land, since our people love America so much, gave me the right to. See what I'm saying? You got Luke. Third verse, you just start this.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 36. Then he said unto them, but now, he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one.
So he said, if you don't got your weapon, sell your garment and get you on that. Christ said it's of the uttermost importance that you protect yourself. Because he said he's sending us in the midst of wolves. That's what he said. He's going to send us in the midst of wolves. So if you ain't protecting yourself, you better do it by any means necessary. Like the brother Malcolm said. All right? Let me do that on me 76. All praises to the Most High. We're going to wake up to Jacob's today. Through the power and the spirit of the Most High, right? Got Deuteronomy 76.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
This verse about you, sister. Listen to it as you walking away. Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
He said holy. He said chosen. Chose you above everybody else. That's talking about so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. God loves you, sister, right? And because he set that love on you, with great power comes great responsibility. That great responsibility on your end is keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments. That go for you too, King. And that go for you too, family on the bikes. God said that y'all are chosen, holy, separate, set apart from everybody else. And he set his love on you, right? And because he set his love on you, you got to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments, right? What's going on, King?
I'm saying, what y'all doing? How long y'all been doing this stuff?
You said what?
How long y'all been doing this stuff?
We've been doing it for about a couple years now. Each brother time limit is different.
Y'all with different down there or y'all different?
No, with different organizations. So you see, let me ask you this: what tribe you come from? Let me ask you, what would your father be, like racially, ethnically?
After this?
So you'd be from the tribe of Judah. That's the same tribe that who the world calls Jesus Christ came from. That's a special honor because we are the kings of the rest of the nation. We rule the entire nation, right? So as you heard in that verse, read Deuteronomy 7:6 again. This is what God said about the African Americans, the Jamaicans, the Haitians, right? The Dominicans, the Mexicans, all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So it said we are holy people. That word holy, we hear it thrown around so much and make it seem like it's just unattainable. Holy just means separate. It said we are a separate people.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
He chose us to be special to himself. So we're set apart. We're separate, right? We're chosen, read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
And we're above all people on the face of the planet Earth. We're above them. See what I'm saying? So like the so-called white man, we're above him. The damn Asian, the Chinese, Japanese, above them. The damn Arabs that own all these gas stations, above them, right? So now we gotta ask ourselves, if we are so special, right? If God chose us and loved us so much, why the hell are we in the predicament that we're in now? Why are we in the predicament that we're in now? Living in the slums, right? Living in the ghettos, having it's certain neighborhoods in our community. There's certain neighborhoods in our community that it's more abandoned buildings and burnt downs than it is livable houses on the block. And this is why Deuteronomy 28:15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out!
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it said that if we don't keep the law, if we don't listen and keep the laws of God, then all of these curses is going to come on us and overtake us, right? And that's what we're living under now, the curses that was placed upon us for our disobedience to God's law. You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reservation there. It's some parts you don't deal with.
Yeah, I ain't read the whole Bible, but I believe something.
So, do you recognize that God in the Bible has a chosen people from what you read? Like he's not like everybody try to make this thing God inclusive to everybody, and He loves everybody and all that. Listen, how can God love the slave and the slave master at the same time? Somebody got to be right and somebody got to be wrong. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about God not loving everybody?
I mean, I guess your choices decide whether He love you or not, or something like that. Your choices determine whether He got love for you or not. If you make the wrong decision, right decision, fuck him and down her.
So, right, we made a choice. We made a conscious choice to disobey God's law. Right, and He still loves us. We don't punish them. Like if you got kids, if you tell your kids take that chicken out before I get home from work, or make sure the house is clean before I get home from work. You get home, they on the damn Xbox or they outside playing basketball with their friends, and the house it look like a tornado or anything. Right, you still love your kid, but you know you're gonna get punished, right?
Yeah.
You know you're on punishment. That don't mean you hate the little, that don't mean you hit the child while they on punishment. But you gotta, there's a judgment for disobeying what I told you to do. That's the importance of God being likened as our Heavenly Father, because He's that Father. He is a Father. You see what I'm saying? The same way, like the analogy I just used. If your father give you instructions and it's not done, then you already know what go down when pops get home. Or you've been at school acting the ass, and they call your mama. What your mama say? I'm gonna tell your daddy. And that fear of God should get struck in you. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the Heavenly Father. Watch this. Boom.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 11. For the children, being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of Him that called it.
So there's two nations of people, right? The Israelites and the Edomites. The Edomites would be the so-called white man, right? So it said, the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of Him that called it, right? So what that says is that God chose to hate these people before they were even born, right? He chose to love one of them. He chose to hate the other before they ever did anything good or bad, right? Like the purpose of God, because he elected somebody. Israel is his elect. Read.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
So he loved so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and he hates the so-called white man. And that decision was made. That decision was made before it ever happened, before the children were even born. So God set his love on us, right? It's not about anything we did, because he loved us, because he kept the oath which he promised to our forefathers, Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob. So that's where that love comes from. He's the God of Israel and none else. He's exclusive. He's the exclusive power to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Ooh, at the bottom, remember the so-called Mexicans? Yeah, so-called Mexicans. They'd be from the tribe of Issachar.
You got a black Mexican?
Yeah, they got black Mexicans. They call.
I'm lost. I never knew they had black Mexicans. Never.
Jeremiah 9 and 12. I mean, look at this now, right? You got so-called African Americans. Look at Jason Key. Look at Blake Griffin. Look at Clay Thompson.
Wait a minute, hold on. Clay Thompson back?
He's Jamaican.
He's Jamaican.
You know who his pops is? You know who his father is? Michael Thompson. He played for the Lakers.
I know that. I never knew. Now I'm still gonna let my boy. He white man. He all white.
Come on, you know there can't no white man ball like that, man.
They just get back, but don't forget the bad boys. But they get bad boys. Bad boys.
When you think of the bad boys, you think of Zeke. You think Isaiah. You don't think Bill and Beer don't come to your mind before Isaiah Thomas
Bill
did.
and Beer was a bad man. He wasn't bad. He was bad. But let me tell you something.
Yeah, nigga, he know how to hit somebody. He'll throw you a good little elbow when you driving. You know what I'm saying?
He black you? White?
Yeah, he is Central American.
Whoa. Who's the real man? What's the real shit?
Hey, listen, this chart has just blown his mind, right?
For real.
You got that Jeremiah 9 and 12?
I'm for real. I never knew, man.
12 and 9. I'm looking for the speckled bird.
Is that the man that playing all the movies right here?
Yeah, that's Danny Trejo.
He black.
He a Mexican, so-called Mexican. He from the tribe of Issachar.
No wonder he played all the Saturday the Killer movies. With that big ass
Issachar, right?
Yeah,
The Issacharites are men of war. That's why he played the roles,
Yeah.
and that's why it's convincing when he played them.
Yeah, he played always fucking somebody else.
Now watch this.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12 and verse 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her.
So it said my heritage is like a speckled bird. When you look at this sign, you see Jason Key, you see I forget this sister name, right? But look, you got James Harden right there. He darker than dark, and then right there, Jason Kidd. To come from the same tribe.
Oh. Man, you got to tell my grandma that, bro, all this shit, white kids, basketball, bro. The basketball player damn near white. I mean, black. The black was even, why was even black on the basketball? He was like,
Look at Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, like, he a yellow man. Okay.
So was Clay and Blake. And then I'm gonna really believe him. Blake Griffin's son is lighter than him. Blake Griffin's son didn't really look white. Like if I wasn't in this knowledge, I would have said Blake Griffin's son a little white boy.
Whoa. Man, this is an interesting man.
You know who Patrick Mahomes is?
No. Who is?
The quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't like football.
Oh, you don't like football?
Okay, who is he over here?
Those are devils that made all these.
right.
Those are devils that made all these damn religions, bro.
That's right.
All these sects of Christianity, Mormonism, Jehovah's Witnesses, and all of them is false ideologies. Because not one of them teaches that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. None of them teaches you to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. And all of them teach you that you can just oppress black people, that you can just do whatever the hell you want to do to them, right? And that's why Christianity is so dangerous. Because it says no matter all the rape, rob, murder, and the pillaging that these people did to us, you still got to forgive them. And then when you die, you get to have all these nice things. While we look around and all these other nations get to have nice things here on earth, we gotta die to get ours.
Right.
That's BS.
Oh, we gotta hustle to get out. We gotta make a living to get out. Get a baby to get out.
And we gotta forgive them. That's also what they tell us, that we gotta forgive them. That's what these religions try to say. But God, we got an enemy called the Amalekites, who today would be the so-called Jewish people, right? And God says, remember remember what Amalek did. He told us to exterminate them off the face of the planet Earth.
That's right.
See, the Most High God is a man of war. And you don't just get to do what you want to do to his anointed, and then it's just all good. So we just let everything slide. There's a judgment coming to America. That's why you got to get right with God, because there's a judgment coming to this place. This place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire at the hands of Russia, her ally.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a thing now. When my mother died, I thought God said my mother died. He died. But my kids kept on eating the right of God. I was like, my mother died. After that, I hate the street. I was like, it was like the devil knocked God off my soul. I was just everything he said, I did. I never got right of God.
But do you know why people have that ideology, right? That when God does something, then which is just discredit him, just completely do away with him. You know what that ideology, it stems from a sickness that's been given to us, right? And when things don't go our way, we try to blame God, right? But I mean, you know, everybody got their day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I ain't blaming God. My mother was my wife. My son, my mother.
All praises to the Most High, sister.
My mother was my wife and my soul. My mother was my wife and my soul. And that's why it wasn't nobody but me and my mother. And after my mother got killed, she died in my arms. She died so quickly. I found her dead, put her out. When I held her, she said, I love you. And she turned her head and I asked her, I'm still talking to her. I ain't gonna see the dead. But I'm out of the with my brother. I'm glad she had to come out long way. My father was out here. I said, Papa, you can dream, kids can fight the fuck out of me, let me up. After that, I said, I was all for my life. My father was like, who is going to talk to me? I said, I got my room like this. They gave me that, he said, yeah. Do you need some help? I said, yeah, I'm going to need you. Somebody going to need the police. Now, my mind is what messed up. I ain't figured out. My father was talking about my dad was back home. Now, go to bed, go to bed. I took my father to the boom, everybody running. Now, man, y'all blink. I don't think so. When I came to, boys running, I came to the gun. My father said that. I put that one in my head and said, Mama, put the kid one in my book. I dropped that bitch to grab my book. I stopped my kid said, look, I don't know what you're going to do. Do you want help? I said, you better do something. I'm going to kill myself. You know, he told me to grow up. You never heard of it? Grow up here, the second side. Not grow up. I talk with a crazy, they send me a picture. I cut the kid. I so bad. I mean, everybody in there were all crazy. I put my word in the football and everything. When I came back, I was more sick.
But that's a good thing. Stay out the church. You in church right now. The Bible says with 2 or 3 are gathered, there he is right there in the midst. You in church right now. You don't need to go to the Isaiah 66. You don't need to go to no building and had a pastor lie to you all the damn time. Give me all your money and had a pastor lie to you all the damn time. You see what I'm saying? They tell you not to keep the law of God, but giving the pastor the money is in the law of God. So don't keep the laws of God, except the one where you make me rich. Keep that one. That one, I like that law. But all the rest of them, nah, you don't got to do them no more. See what I'm saying? They are hypocrites. It's a house full of hypocrites, right?
Why you don't have an ATM machine in your church? You got an ATM machine in your church, bro. I'm looking at that. This is what they're here.
Oh, pastor said he gonna make sure he get his time.
What you talking about? You ain't got to go nowhere. Dean, come on,
bro. You don't got to go to the bank. You just go out there to the library real quick.
That's why I never been back, because I told my driver, that's why I'm taking people money. They got an ATM machine in the motherfucking church. I ain't never seen no shit like that. So, then when we got in here, the first thing you see is a gold plate coming around. You ain't even see it. What the fuck is that? I got to be left. My daughter got mad at me. I don't care. That ATM machine, and when you first walk in the money, no. That's it. I'm not going to the money. That was like years ago. I walk past it, I don't even look at it.
All praises to the Most High.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me?
God said, I made heaven and earth. The earth is I put my feet on earth, and heaven is my throne. So what house could you possibly build?
That's
They always
right.
call the church the house of God.
That's
But it's
right.
the most wicked people in there. They at the club on a Saturday,
And 30
and
more
then out
than
there.
that, like this. Nah, not in church. Not in church. Did they hang on? How you gonna go sit your ass pop, and you go sit there and pray your like you did something?
And you know you always got the Sister Johnson in the church, the old lady.
The mother.
That know, that know everybody business, but don't know about her stripper granddaughter that was doing yesterday. But she know what your daughter was doing yesterday. What about that whore you call a granddaughter? What was she doing yesterday? See what I'm saying? It's those things. And then the pastor, he's sleeping with your wife. You're supposed to go to him for spiritual guidance. You supposed to go to him for spiritual guidance, and he go and hey, brother, you sound like you and your wife need marriage counseling. Only for you to just so he can meet your wife. You see what I'm saying?
Keep on there. I know he's the deacon.
What does the devil attacking me got to do with marriage counsel, brother?
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's a house full of hypocrites. Now, you said you didn't know how to get right with the Lord. And that's why you're here right now today, right? See that? And that's why you said when you said you was 13 and you put it to your head one of them books, that's because he knew that this moment had to come. He knew that this day had to come when you ran across his messages. You said what?
Y'all have a church in here?
This is the church. This is what we do.
Okay, I'm gonna go all the time, bro. I'm alone out west. I walk up, I was coming down here. I mean, I said, well, that, and he did red. I said, well, you know what I'm for? So I was coming over here, what's going on? I mean, you speak, I'm listening. White people are black people. And you fucking with my age. For real. I'm like, what should I tell my daughter?
No, but here's the thing, though, right? The people that enslaved us, they got us all colorism. They teach us colorism. Race is a social construct that a German scientist made up, right? So just because Clay Thompson, his skin is like it all goes back to who your father is. It all goes.
When I see one back on I feel a yellow motherfucker, I mean, with yellow one down back. That's right. I ain't knew that man was black. I swear to God, I did.
Let me show you who his father is, right? Because you know his pops played ball too. This is daddy right here, Michael Thompson.
Yeah.
Played for the Lakers. That's
I know he's black as hell.
That's his daddy.
Come on, bro. He's the kid, he's black. You hear me?
That's his pop.
And then he got that kind of gold beard. Come on, bro. That ain't no black bitch. Oh, my man. Wow.
Look at Jason Key.
Yeah. God, bro.
So it's not about the color of your skin. It's all about who you go back to nationally. It's all who you go back to ethnically. Which is why when you first walked up, I asked, is your father a so-called black man? Right? That's why I asked if your father was a so-called black man.
My father's straight from Chicago, Southside.
So see that? So I asked you, was he a so-called black man? Because nobody is black. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is the color of this man's boots. So that's why I say it's so-called, right? Because we brown. White people ain't white, they red. See what I'm saying? So it's so-called, these are names and labels that they placed on us and themselves that just don't make sense. Because when you think about white, you think about purity.
Yeah.
It makes you think cleanliness, things like that.
My father was a racist man. He did not like white people here. If you step on a stove or put a bump it, he will knock you straight the fuck out. We went to go, in Northland. We had a riot out there. My dad started like this. A white man was walking with his little boy. I'm about to start this. The white man stepped on my back of my dad's gate. My dad came by and ate his back there, broke his jaw, and dropped it. So the little boy jumped on my ear. I jumped on the little boy. We out there bucking. Yeah, before you come in, my dad said, that's I'm going to say this. That white man was swearing my dad down, my dad kid. They fight my dad, I'm out of the street. Then you know my dad, come on. I said, what? You started there, my ass, the ball. What's up? Really, you go to jail. They said, I'm going to say something. You pour respect to him. Don't let no white man, don't let nobody bump you, push you, nothing. You beat your ass. You got to go to jail,
And damn, so don't let them step on your boys.
Come on. Take your mama walking daddy, brand new daddy, I got you. Come on, let's beat the hell out of this goddamn off. Don't do that. I'm not racist. I have white privilege. You look at these pictures, I'm not from here. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, Southside. I'm from country.
You say you from who?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, Memphis, man.
Memphis, Tennessee, Southside, Bayou. That's where I'm from. I came up here. My father came, my father told me to come here. He said, now you a country, well, you need to feed your ass. Really, you two countries. I said, okay. Now when we came, he said, now don't come over here and jump in here first now. Because this is it. This is strategy. I I jumped in head first. I'm talking about head first. I came up, I came up here, I came a drug lord. And then my father said, God gonna lay you down. You ain't gonna kill you, but you gonna stop what you do. The next week I was in a coma for 8 months. 8 motherfucking months. A coma. 8 months. And when I came out of that coma, I told my daddy, I said, why you burn bread in me like that? You never burn bread in me. God burn bread in me. God let your ass down like I told you. He didn't kill you, but he just made you.
And that's the thing. Hold both of those precepts. Give me that in Hebrews. God chastens, right? I think it's God chastens through love, right? And that's how we know that God loves us. That's how we know. Because the other people, God let them do what they want to do. He let them run a tab or that they can't possibly do. For us, when we mess up, he on our necks. Boom.
But look, my auntie told me, I came about that coma. My auntie told me, God put you here for a reason, but you got to figure out where you are. But then a woman came to me.
Listen to this real quick.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons.
So if you go through chastening, and if you don't fold on him, if you don't turn your back on him while he chastens you, because it's all out of love. The same way your daddy, the same way he'll chasten you. It's not because he don't like you, it's not because he hates you, it's because he loves you. It's because he wants the best for you. He see you doing something that's destructive to him. So he's gonna chasten you. So that's the thing about how the Most High God deals with us. When we mess up, he get on us and chasten us. Not all the time. Sometimes he'll let a report build up and then boom, hit you with a judgment. Other times he hit us right away, boom.
But see, I had no brother sister, I know his child. So basically I was poor. My mom and my daddy never hit me. It was no grandmama who won't put the flag down. Grandma was the big daddy don't play.
Yeah, big mama. You already know big mama.
But my mama, when I got in trouble, my daddy, I'm on my way with this nigga. So I'm getting prepared. I'm putting on 2 pairs of hands, so last weather, because I know what's up. Because I'm going to say, if you talking to me and you turn around that month, pow, look at me. We're over here. I'm right here. And we do it in front of everybody. Have your head down to each other. Pow, right back on the head right now. Wake up, listen to the road. I'll be like, I'm mad. I go to the other side and get mad right there. My mama and my dad, they never argued around me because I was on the side because they tried to fuck up my head. They never did. They gave me the world. My grandma gave me the world. All of them dead now. I'm the only one up here because I have 2 kids up here. But they grown on their own. I'm on my own out here. And I have to survive. And that's why I tell my kids, I don't have food because I don't trust everybody. I have just a couple of loyal people. But I have a whole lot of people. I ain't gonna lie about that. I love women.
And that's how we know who the Israelites are.
That's right.
Who the Israelites?
So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. And let me tell you something.
Yeah, bro.
All these people, you see it's 12 different tribes here. These 12 tribes.
Oh, you got tribes?
Yeah. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, so on and so forth. Okay. These are 12 tribes, right? A man called Jacob, who got his name changed to Israel, had 12 sons. He had 12 sons with 4 different women.
Okay. But see, my mother.
And then King Solomon had 1,000 wives.
Now, my great grandmother was pure Indian. My mama's mama, she's pure Indian. My mother was Indian. Okay. And I asked her, I said, well, what kind of Indian? She said, that's Indian. I said, what tribe? She said, we are Cherokee.
Right here, so your mom and her people, they'd be Gad. Those fall under the Native Americans.
Cherokee?
Yeah. No, right here.
Right. Okay. Which one is Cherokee? Show me Cherokee.
I mean, this is not like Cherokee Native Americans, but Cherokees are a tribe of Native Americans who go back to the tribe of Gad.
This is like a Cherokee, right? That's my grandma used to wear her hair down.
Yeah, that's what's
her hair.
Sleeping buffaloes. It's one of they got they can name a kid.
My grandma had long gray hair, but the things like we go to Indian, that's what my grandma wear. That's like, they like your hair like that. She like, don't worry about that. You wear your hair like this, you get your hair. My head so bold and she said, let me tell you something. My grandma said, let me tell you something, Mama. This is about 600. My grandmama was born in like a tribe in the country. That's what she was doing. I was born in the country. I didn't go to hospital. I was born from my mother, a maid wife. That's why I was born in the country. So when I told my grandma, I said, she said, you almost full-blooded. Your father.
So let's get right back real quick, right? So Again, you said you didn't know how to come to the Lord, and the Most High, and through the Spirit, the Most High God had you stop here, right? So get Deuteronomy 28, and I want you to read verse 15. I'm gonna show you first how we first identified that we are the people that in this book that we're talking about. And after we establish that, we're gonna show how to get right. So give me Deuteronomy 28, 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So he said it's gonna happen if you don't listen to the voice of God.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it's gonna happen if you don't listen and keep God's laws that he commanded us to keep, that all these curses will come on us and overtake us. Get me verse 54.
Let me ask you a question. I don't think about the God last time. Let's break it down.
Now, we about to break it down,
Okay,
right?
break it down simply. Break it down.
Verse 54.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Who got a problem with this? It said the man that is tender and delicate among the man that give you the shirt off his back, his last dollar out of his pocket, his eyes should be evil towards his brother. Who that sound like to you?
The devil.
That sound like
The devil.
that sound like these brothers that go in these gas stations and be mugging you and don't know you from a can of paint, don't you?
First of all, I feel like this. I'm a giver person. I was born that way. I don't know the actual price of nothing. And then nobody ever asked me to give me that. That's why I get out here every day to do my family. I don't feel no good when I got my husband. I go to the gas station, I can. That's my mother. I'm not going to get out there and tell them, I did that. I told good. I went to prison. I went to prison 4.5 years. Blood is good. They woke me up. It's all kind of games. Games wouldn't be playing that game because I had these heads. They see me fight. I was like, no, you were long enough I did. 4.5 years, never more for myself.
All praises to the Most High.
Yeah.
You know, you survived through the Spirit of the Most High. You're never by yourself. God has always been there with you. He always been watching over you.
Okay, so why he been there with me? Why he don't come to me and talk to me? You know, I'm in my room crying about my mother sometimes. Why he don't come say it's gonna be all right? He don't say nothing. He don't come to me. He don't show me no sign of nothing.
Because see, God doesn't just talk like you won't just be sitting. You always hear people all the time. I was sitting down and I heard this loud
they do. I
voice.
talk all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
My daughter do it. God told me to tell you. He ain't tell you shit. He ain't tell you tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. You talking to your goddamn self. You know, I want to hear.
And you gotta watch some of those voices that be talking to you. Hey, come on now. Now watch this. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Right? Give me 28 and 1. Let's get straight. I'm gonna show you now how to get right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So to get right with God, it's very simple. You have to keep his law, statutes, and commandments. That's what it all stems down. That's what it all boils down to.
Okay, I haven't prayed for you. I haven't talked about it. Now, I'm going to tell you, the other day I was still sad. I went in my room and I sit down and I look up in here. I ain't pray, I ain't kneel down. I just look up in here and I asked him. I said, can you come to me? Can you help me? Can you talk to me? I'm sitting there waiting to hear a voice. I ain't hear nothing. Not a damn thing. I was mad.
No, but listen, but you asked him for help. You asked him, could he help you? And he had you come here.
Really?
He had you come here. He's helping you right now. He sent you to his messengers. He sent you to his prophets, right? And he sent you where you need to be to learn how to get right with him, right?
But I do, man. I want to, to be like you said. My daughter said, Daddy, we still in the fight. Your last word in your water. This world gonna burn. And when it burns, they say the poor husband's gonna come and do all this, and God gonna come and do all that. And they're talking about some kind of river going to be dried up, all that. I don't know about all that.
But all this stuff is happening. It's happening right before your eyes.
The river dried up. Ain't nobody looking for. I ain't seen no horse riding around here all down grassing with nothing.
No. See, the horsemen, it ain't gonna be literally 4 niggas on horses running around talking about and just burning, setting shit on fire. No, that's not how that happened. The horsemen are their spirits, right? The spirits influence, all the spirits, they influence the day-to-day operations of humans. You see what I'm saying? So when we deal with that, and when she said the world gonna burn, then this place America is gonna be burnt, right? By nuclear missiles.
But like I said, like you said, it's gonna fall. It's already crumbling. It's coming before our eyes.
You know how I use it? I use the analogy like if you ever watch the Looney Tunes, running for Wile E. Coyote, and they run off the cliff, and then Wile E. Coyote realized, and he realized that he not on the cliff no more. He looked down and he started falling. That's how it happened. See what I'm saying? So now let's get into the laws of God, right? So let me ask you this: do you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster?
No.
Do you eat pork?
No.
You gotta keep that clean diet, right? You gotta eat stuff like chickens.
I eat chicken.
Right? You eat chicken?
Yeah, I love
You eat beef? You eat lamb?
No, I never had it.
I mean, you don't got to eat it, but it's delicious.
I never had that. I never had that before.
You know,
Plus, I used to raise that in the country, so I know the hell what's going on LA. Hey, I know what lambs do. I know what they eat. No, I'm not eating that lamb.
I mean, there's one day a year where you got to eat the lamb, and that's the Passover, right?
Why one day you got what do you do?
Because it reminds us. It reminds us. It keeps us in remembrance of the Lord saving us out of Egypt, right? Because if you read about Exodus, if you're familiar with the story of Exodus, Moses, right? We had to eat the lamb with a bit of herb and unleavened bread. So each year, God gave that to us as a memorial. So each year, we got to do that to remember how God saved us from the Egyptians. In the same way He saved us from the Egyptians, He's going to save us from the enemies, wicked ass devils that run America.
Now, this is about the Bible. My mother was talking to me about a sea. I never heard of it. What is the sea destroyed back in the day because they were sin, and they called the sea. What the hell is that?
Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah. Can you tell me about that? A little bit though. What was that?
There was homosexuality going on.
Wow.
It was men sleeping with men, women with women, so on. Sexual immorality.
That's right.
So God destroyed Sodom and
Gomorrah.
This place, and guess what? Revelation 11 and 8. Right? And that's why God said that this place is spiritually known as Sodom in Egypt.
Yeah.
Because what was going on in Egypt? They had these people in slavery.
What?
They had, and Egypt was sexually immoral.
That's right.
So this place is spiritually Sodom in Egypt because of all the sexual immorality and because they put God's chosen people in slavery.
Wow.
And because all that happened, God said, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans keep the laws and just wait on it. What did they?
Okay. All right.
See what I'm saying? I got the Revelation.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt.
It said it's spiritually known as Sodom, the great city, right? So it's not talking about one specific city. It's talking about this entire place of America, right? It said it's spiritually called Sodom in Egypt.
Okay, you ask another question. My daughter, as you see, did all that she said. Now there was a guy named Rock. The angel came down and told him to take his kid and his wife to leave. But they said his wife was the same.
And she said, God said, do not look back.
That's your ass. And it was her ass. You feel right there. And it's just, you still feel right there right now.
And God said, don't look back. And what did she do?
She looked back.
She looked back.
She was a sinner, a big sinner. But she couldn't leave that place. She was in that move all the time. That's what I wouldn't do.
And even when we keep reading that story, right? Even his daughters, in a way, spiritually, they look back. Because what happened when they was in that cave? His daughters did sexual immorality. They got him drunk, right? They got him drunk, and they, procreated with their father.
Okay.
They got each one of them on different instances gave their father a drink. He got drunk, and they slept with him.
The daughter?
And that's where that's where the Chinese and the Japanese come from. That's why they've been plagued and cursed with generational Mongolism.
When I see my daughter on field ride, I'm like, because I'm this shit, but no disrespect to country, man. What you telling me is deep as that. I never really heard it.
Cussing ain't a sin. Express yourself. You see what I'm saying? Get me Exodus 20. Right? So let me give you another law of God, right? Exodus 20, start at verse 4.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under
It said don't make no graven images, right?
What that mean?
That was on your chain.
It's called.
Yeah, that gotta go. That gotta go.
What's wrong with it?
It's a graven, and what's on that cross?
Jesus. But that's bad. Should I take it off? Oh my God.
You can keep the chain. The chain, you just take this.
I don't want God coming to keep me at that time.
No, you can keep the chain. Just take the cross off the chain.
All right.
Throw it away. Throw it away. Give me
You might want to melt that down.
So telling me it's real deep.
Hey, man, listen, you want the chain? I'm telling you, give me the chain. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I am so sorry.
Oh, it don't come off?
I'm so sorry for disrespecting all that. I'm so sorry. I know exactly. It was actually twice because I like it. Thank you.
So, man, the hell with that devil.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, to hell with it, man. Because guess what? If I shot you if I shot your son with an AK-47, you gonna start rocking AK-47 chains around all day now?
Hell no, I'm going to miss it. I'm like fuck power for everybody. I'm going to miss it.
Like, you know, our ancestors got noosed, right? They got
hung.
Yeah. So do we start wearing ropes around our neck for our ancestors? That's a slap in the face. That's disrespect. That's a murder. That cross is a damn murder weapon. So why are we gonna memorialize our king, our savior, our big brother by wearing this murder weapon? Like all that. That's just like a constant reminder, a constant slap in the face, and it's against the laws of God.
Okay.
They get you a lily chain, man. Get you a lily chain. They call it the Star of David, but a star is a ball of gas.
What's that chain right there?
This one, this is a menorah.
What does that mean?
The menorah is the candle it's like a candle that we had in our temple, right? And if you're familiar with the story of the Hanukkah,
No, I ain't know that.
so this right here is the candle. It's a little candlestick we had. It had 8 branches.
Okay.
Symbolize a
What
week.
can I get? I'm gonna tell you, my father was a mason, a general mason. He was a general, and when how I found this out when he died, now he had to funeral. I remember I said, there used a bunch of people in black suits killed in the limousine. I said, he's coming to this funeral. So when they all walked in, I'm like catching the back of my getting ready. I just walked. He said, nah, he said, I was doing. I said, I was like, who are you? He said, I want to know something. It's our secret that your father was doing like a mason. I said, baby, now man, I'm taking you all white people, 81 of them, about 100 of them. I was just, it was all my, it was $17,000 now before we were living. And then after the section, they had food truck. We got food. They had a food truck. They used to come like that before. Take the fried chicken, take the barbecue ribs, take the everything. And my father was like, I'm telling my son, I said, you going to get in with the food? Oh, great, man, he said, no. But you see, I was wondering what the hell my daddy had on the back of his Cadillac. Because it was a star like this. But that star was a G. It was a G in there.
It's called a lily. You know what I'm saying? You know what you hold? You hold numbers. What is you hold? Yeah, hold numbers and Psalms. Still on Psalms. Give me Wisdom of Solomon. What's going on, bro? You doing all right?
Yeah, man, you a deep dude, bro. Hold up. All right, so we y'all gonna be up here tomorrow, or what? We y'all gonna be here tomorrow?
We hit the streets every Saturday. You got the flyer?
I got the flyer right there.
That brother's cell phone number is on there. You know what I'm saying? So you can just get in contact with him, and he'll be able to let you know when the What's your name, King? Hold on, I got one more for you.
Okay, bring it on.
Get the number.
Gotta be a member. Israelites, right? That number's 15. I know about this part of y'all, sir. A little bit.
This another law of God. You gotta keep it, man.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So if you look at every brother with a shirt, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see everybody got the same. Got these, the tassels, or the fringes. You see what I'm saying? So it said that. So God commanded us to make us fringes in the border of our garment. Read.
Throughout the generations, and that they put on the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So you got this brother shirt. You got the gold ones with the blue ribbon. You see all of them got the blue one. Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So whenever that urge kick in to do something wicked, right? You're supposed to look at these. You're supposed to remember, oh, I can't do that, right? I gotta move different. I'm set apart. I gotta be set. It reminds you to be set apart.
When I think of wicked, I think of wicked. When I think of shit, I'm going to do it.
And that's why you gotta wear these. You gotta see first. I would highly advise fasting and prayer, because Christ says certain demons can't leave.
What's that?
You gotta afflict yourself for 24 hours. So what I do is I don't eat no food, don't drink no water 24. Depending on.
Wait a minute. Don't eat no. I like you. I like you, but you go fast with me. I like them, but the only time it's coming, I have some reason. But this you get trouble.
And this is why I got you holding songs. Watch this. Bring it out.
So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 51 and verse 17. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart.
So the sacrifice of God is to have a broken, contrite heart. Ready to go.
The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart.
A broken spirit, because when your spirit is broken, that's all you got. All you got left is to lean on the Most High.
That's what I'm saying. When my mother died, my spirit was gone. I didn't have a spirit no more. I was the devil's son.
And you've been living with that hurt since, right?
Yes, I have.
So you still got that. You still got that broken spirit, that broken heart, right? So what you got to do is God loves people like that, because now that leaves. They come. That's the time when you lean on Him. That's the time when you come to the Most High, and that's when He's allowed to work. He's allowed to show His power. You see what I'm saying? When you got that contrite spirit, that broken spirit, and that contrite heart, right? So in order, but you gotta fast that. You gotta fast and you gotta pray. When you fast, because when you fast, what you're doing is you're afflicting yourself.
Yeah, I'm thinking my kids. So my kids say I'm a miracle. I didn't been shot 3 times. I done beaten the head left of dead. I ain't been in a coma for 8 months. But I'm still here. And I'm still walking. But I'm still something I ask him, why you still got me here? What do you want from me? What do you want? I don't understand. What do you want from me? I'm still living. I still do bad things. When I get mad, I'll beat somebody up.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 34 and verse 18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit.
It's just the same thing, but it's letting you know that when you are like that, God is close to you. And God will save you. Now you ask, you say, well, all that stuff happened. You looking like you like, what do you want from me? Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
I don't understand. Why am I want to get them, man. Because yesterday I feel like I was over the church. I was going to walk out from the church. I was going to walk out of here. I didn't care.
Let me ask you this: Do you think your mom wants you up there before your time? Do you think she wants you up there before it's your time?
No, she wants me down until my time comes. That's why I think to myself, that's what that is. That's what that is. God don't keep the great things, but that's what that is hands around me. My mama got her hands around me. That's why I'm here. I ain't saying God is bad, but you have it.
Well, see, now we wade in dangerous waters. See what I'm saying? Because it's always the Most High. The Bible tells us that once people die, they're asleep essentially. It's like they're asleep. They're asleep essentially. See what I'm saying?
But their spirit be gone.
Their spirit is with the Father. Their spirit is. It says the body goes to the ground. You know, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Came from the ground, you go back, and the spirit goes to God who made it.
This is what I don't understand. People have told me, like this old lady one day at the street, she looked at me. She said, "You look kind of good." I said, "I am." She said, "Do you know the Lord?" I said, "No, ma'am." She said, "Well, listen to me. Listen to me, Lord." She said, "You something?" I said, "Let me tell you something. When God comes, she said, when you want from the God, then I don't know if it's a lie." She said, "God can look at you." I said, "I don't know. Are you going there? Is that you?"
He said he can look at you and say, "I don't know you."
He don't say nothing. He said, "You go up there, all you've been doing, you've been the devil's feet all this time." He can look at you and say, "I don't know you."
The Most High God knows all His creation.
Right, I know
He created you. He knows you.
But if you're in the Lord down here,
and I'm gonna tell you something else. And I'm gonna tell you something. The Most High God, you don't have to die for that. So the Most High already knows who's gonna be predestined, because it's all predestined. He already knows who's gonna be saved. He already knows who's gonna be condemned. And there is this concept of hell, that there's this place under the earth with a red person with a pitchfork, and bad people go there. That's Greek mythology. That's all it is. That's not even real. When you deal with hell in the Bible, when you deal with it in the Hebrews, the word Sheol or Shabbat simply means the grave. That's all it means is the grave. And then when you read Jonah, get Jonah, hold that, get Jonah, because it says that Jonah was in the belly of the fish, and it said that he cried to God from the belly of hell.
Wow.
So hell is the grave, or it's the condition.
Okay.
What's worse than living as a so-called black or Hispanic in America right now? That's hell. Every day you wake up and you're in America, you're in hell.
Now, my daughter keeps getting me to read this chapter called the Book of Revelation. What is the Book of Revelation? Everybody keeps saying the Book of Revelation. What is that?
See, okay, so the Book of Revelation, that's the last book of the Bible, right? And John, the disciple John, he was stranded on the island of Patmos, right? And there he had these visions, and he had so Book of Revelation is a book of prophecy. It's all about the end times. It's all about the end of
What's the end time?
It's all the times we're in now. It's what they call the end of the world, but they try to make it seem spooky and mystical when really a lot of the stuff it's stuff that's already happened and stuff that still has to come. For example, we read about World War I and World War II in the Book of Revelation. We also read about World War III. We read about the return of Christ. It also tells us that Jesus Christ himself, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ,
Oh, that's in the Book of
is a
Revelation.
Watch this, book. Give me Revelation 1 and 13.
The Bible's something else. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never read the Bible before in my life.
And listen, and that's the thing. A lot of our people go to church, but they've never picked this book up and read it themselves. They always leave it to, because I bet you know you've never read the Bible. I bet you know John 3:16.
No, I don't know about
For God so loved the world.
I don't know about that. Like I said, when my mother died, I was drunk. I was through. No church, no God, no nothing.
Now let me show you what's in the Book of Revelation. Watch this.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So this is describing Jesus Christ. Who the world calls Jesus.
White like wool. I thought Jesus Christ was Batman.
As white as snow.
Read that verse again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So his head, the hair on his head, the hair on his face, his mustache, and his beard was white like wool. So it's giving you the texture like wool.
So basically, he's about to describe Jesus.
Yeah, he's describing the real man Christ. So it said that his hair and his head it was woolly.
Okay.
It's like wool. Yeah, like this, like what's on your head, right? So it's woolly.
As white as snow.
His hair was white. That's indicative of wisdom.
Okay.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
It said his feet was like brass. Brass is the color of a penny.
Right.
It said it's like brass that burned in a furnace.
Right. Okay.
So it's letting you know that this was a dark man with woolly hair.
So basically, he was a black man. He was black, but bad boy all wrong.
Jesus Christ is a black man.
That's what I'm saying.
He like Wesley Snipes black. Where's Caesar?
My child told me I got to say he's a white man.
Where's Caesar? They say that this is who Jesus is. But we just read in the Bible right here where it said Jesus is a black man. Right?
Don't let no black man.
Hey, that's a blue-eyed, stringy-haired devil.
Right. I gotta go get him a break my cup.
Hey man, look into that flyer, man. Pick up your Bible. You really is like we in the fourth quarter inside the last 2 minutes. We gotta really get right with God now. We don't even have time to tarry and wait. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I'm think about that.
To hell with the church. Don't go to the building. Listen, you got the phone number, you got the emails and the YouTube. You come kick it with us, man.
I got you.
All praises to the Most High. Hey, and if you ever feeling low, you know what I'm saying? That's the time where it's really time to pray. Where it's really time to really lean on God. You just talk. Tell God what
I never pray. I talk to you. I talk to you. When you don't answer me, I get mad. I just treat you mad. I say, you ask all these people. You get all these people fear to me. You get all these people loving you. But you don't give me nothing. And I ask you for everything. I don't ask you. I don't care. I beg you. And I do nothing. I get heartache. I get all that. And why do you put me to a test?
But see, here's the thing. You right now, what you're getting is you're getting something that a lot of people don't even have the opportunity to even possess, right? And that's being given the knowledge of the truth. See what I'm saying? That's greater than any rubies, gold, silver, anything that you could, that any possession or any material that you could possibly have, is that you've been given the opportunity to hear the truth.
Okay.
All right, you know what I'm saying? And you said you don't know how to pray.
No.
Listen. So Christ, he gives us. Christ, if we pray like this, and that's what he gives us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Okay.
Thy kingdom. That's a good prayer to say every day.
Okay.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth.
Okay.
You know, you familiar with that prayer?
What's a good prayer to say when you go to sleep? When
Go where?
When you go to sleep.
When you go to sleep?
Because sometimes you go to sleep and wake up.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you just gotta kick it with the Most High from your heart. See what I'm saying?
Well, look, thank you, bro. Inspiring me, man. And
What's your name again? Zach?
Yeah.
Rock.
Okay.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 25. And pray unto the highest continually. Then I will come and talk with thee.
So first you gotta start praying to the Most High. Then he start to come around. Then he start to, you know what I'm saying, start dealing with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, those beasts, man. Hey, what's going on, bro? You doing all right? Come get one of these fires, man. We out here trying to teach our people that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites, right? God's chosen people. Man, when you ain't doing nothing later, man, check out that information.
Oh yeah, I'll look at that.
All praises to the Most High. This is Matthew chapter 5, and I believe it's start at the top.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, starting at the top. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Blessed are those with a broken spirit and a contrite heart, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, read.
Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted.
Now all our people, we know we mourning in this place, right? We know that we're down in this place because of the oppression that we've been made to suffer, because of the oppression that we've been made to be subjugated to, right? We're mourning. It said, blessed are they that mourn. Read it again.
Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, right? The humble.
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Seek ye the Lord, and everything else is going to be added to you. All right? Seek ye the Lord first, and then all these things shall follow, right?
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Just say nothing, man. All right? You always got your ones that listen. You always got your ones that scoff, that don't believe, and that mock. You see what I'm saying? So we'd be fools to think that it's not going to happen to us. But guess what? The sheep hear his voice.
Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savior, wherewith shall it be salted?
This is talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You trendsetters, right? That's what it said. We are the salt of the earth, right? And if the salt has lost its flavor, then what is it worth at that point if it don't season the food? What good is the salt? And that's what's happened to us as God's chosen people. We have lost our savior. We have lost that flavor, right? Because we've chased after the customs and the philosophies of other nations. What's going on, brother? Doing all right? Doing all right? What's your name? Shalom, Jared. All praises to the Lord.
Also, don't invite the society, and we have just a false trust in each other. We don't know who we are. And that's not even talking about the other culture yet. I already know like.
You are. What tribe you come from?
Israelite.
What tribe? Israel is a nation.
Levi.
You're a Levite? So your father be a so-called Haitian?
No, not so-called Haitian. He is. He's black. My father's black.
But what's the so-called? Well, I say so-called because Where did show me a Levite being called a Haitian in the Bible? That's why I say so-called, because what were you before you were Haitian?
It's black.
A Levite, right? One of the priests of God. See what I'm saying? I see you came with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High.
I got Quran at home.
You got the Quran at home. So what you believe in both?
I stay for both.
That's conflicting. How you an Israelite, but you believe Israelites?
I mean, I read every now and then, but I just try to compare them.
And through your comparing them, right? You ever been reading them and like, damn, I'm reading the Quran and it's just saying what the Bible says, right? Because the word Quran means to recite. Well, what was Muhammad reciting? What the Jews had already taught him, right? In the Bible, the Quran tells you to go. If you got any doubt about what you read, go to the Jews that had the book. Go to the one who had the book before you. Go to the Jews. They teach you, right? So you said you were like you a priest of God. Same tribe as Moses.
I'm gonna tell you something. It was a while back that I had a dream that I was on top of the mountain a long time ago. God stood back. They said reincarnation. Something to do between David and Moses and Enoch. In between them three lines that God came back and ruled David. Something to do with those four.
You said Enoch, Moses, and David.
Yes, Enoch, Moses, and David. In between them three.
What's in between those three?
My reincarnation.
Oh, you believe you're one of those three? Well, if you were a Levite, then how could you possibly be David? David is a Judite. He's from the tribe of Judah. So that's out. What would be Enoch? Enoch isn't even an Israelite. He's not even a Hebrew. He was translated, right? And then as far as Moses, I mean, what would lead you to think that you were Moses?
Well, I'm gonna give you 4-1. I was laying down sleeping, and I had a dream that my spirit was connected with the mother, and I had a rod in my hand, and God sent the thunder, used me all powerful, thunder with the lightning and thunder and all that, and I was leading the people. They try to converge battle against our people, and the black nation got scared. I was the only one to lead, so God needed most people.
You had the staff. He was like controlling the lightning. I had a dream I could fly. Those dreams, we gotta watch those dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll lead us in some. I mean, you know, the Most High, He can give you dreams. He can give you visions. You see what I'm saying? But as far as you know what I'm saying. But as far as you know, saying, oh, I'm Moses in the reed. I mean, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying. There would have to be something.
Okay, I'm going to show you proof. Watch this. I got proof. Check this out.
You got proof that you Moses in the regeneration?
I could be either or. Don't matter. Either or. Okay. But then again, it could just be a message that God said, I'm doing the Moses thing. That's what it could be. I was even saying that. In Exodus chapter 19. Well, give me Exodus 19. You know, I picked up here. Exodus 19. Exodus chapter 19, right? And verse says, Exodus 19. Hold on, Exodus 19.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34 and verse 7. For dreams have deceived many, and they have failed that put their trust in them. The law shall be found perfect.
So he said dreams have deceived many, right? Through dreams, you know. And the Most High, he tells you in the law to beware of dreamers. See what I'm saying? Yeah. He said beware of those dreams. Get me give me Titus 3:9. Give me Titus 3:9 about this. Right. Hey, the brother said he got to prove he could be one of them 3 in the scriptures, man. Got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna read this piece right now. This after you said it to me.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the...
So just telling us genealogy, because that's what our people did back then. Oh, I'm this prophet, I'm that prophet in the regeneration. That's what all they did. That's why, remember Christ asked the disciple, who do they say I am? Some say the Son of God, some say one of the prophets. He said, who do you say? So I say you're the Son of God. Our people used to have a problem with that. Oh, I'm this prophet in the regeneration, I'm that prophet in the regeneration. Even some of our people from a couple years ago, oh, King David, this thing is Paul. Oh, this thing is Elijah. You see what I'm saying? That's something we always do, man. What you think you got a precept? All praises. I gotta see this proof, man.
It says,
Just read it.
yeah, just read it.
Yeah, just read it.
And Moses went down from the mountain to sanctify the people, and they washed their clothes. And they said to the people, be ready against the third day, come out to wives. So you couldn't even have sexual relations when God would come on the scene. But this is why, check this out. And they came to pass the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings, and thick cloud upon the mountain, and forth the trumpet singing loud, so all the people camped trembling. And Moses brought forth the people out to camp to meet with God. I ain't gonna read all this, man. And it stood at the leading part of the mountain. And Mount Sinai of the smoke, because God stood upon the fire and smoke, and therefore ascended smoke of the furnace, and the whole mountain break. So there's more proof than that.
So you said that like that goes to a dream?
Yes. No, it wasn't a dream. This wasn't just a dream. I was in the wilderness by myself, in the woods out here in Michigan, in the parks, whatever, by myself in the field. This is my secret, but I bought that. Anyway,
oh, you said you were in the wilderness.
yeah,
It's right.
in the wilderness.
So you John the Baptist.
No, man.
You John the Baptist now too, huh?
Wow. No, yeah. No, man, I was just ready to die, but God did speak to me in the wilderness by himself. And he answered me out of thunder by himself when it wasn't nobody out. He came in the power of his voice, and he told me I answered thee out of the secret place of thunder. I proved it with the words of miracle. And that's coming out of Psalm 18. That's coming out of Psalm 18.
When you get that, I'm gonna just go read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13 and verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them.
So let me ask you. You said in a dream you was on the mountain.
No, this wasn't a dream. Listen.
That's what
I'm finna, hold on, give me a sec. I'm finna pick up, I can back myself up, check this out. God backs me up too. We all know God, we all here, everybody knows God, so it's like, God literally answered me out of thunder all the time. As a matter of fact, you see the clouds in the sky yesterday? I'll be out here ministering the word, and God goes before me, he sends the thunder and lightning, but he always comes on time with me.
But you just woke up and there wasn't no thunder like this is clear sky.
No, I ain't talking about yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday it was clouds. I stay right there on Maple. It was clouds. God comes with a strong hand, outstretched arm, and he answers me out of thunder, literally. Real stuff, man. I keep
the thunder yesterday either.
No, I know, but there are
too.
times. No, that's because I'm going out and ministering about his word. That God's not angry. God's not getting angry about. He's not getting angry. So I'm asking the one going out calming his anger down to keep from lashing out on the nations. You see what I'm saying?
You said you keep it from lashing out on the nations?
I'm keeping God from being angry with the nations. I'm calming them. I'm more like a calming still.
How can you calm God?
How can I?
Why do you want God to calm down with the other nations? I And as Israelites, ain't we trying to rouse him up to destroy the nations for what they did to the Haitians, to the African Americans, to the Mexicans? And we're supposed to be rousing them up. Ain't it time for war? So what are we gonna pacify them? Lord, you know, don't be mad with Master Keys. Don't do that, Lord. We supposed to be rousing the Most. We supposed to be getting roused up. The Most High God said we're going to do and eat them according to His anger.
That's right.
He's pissed. Judge this for you. You know, man, that this place is getting ready to be burned with thermonuclear fire, man. And that's thus saith the Lord. So there is no calming him down from that, because He already said. Did you got that Numbers 12? Yeah. Let me see. Verse. Start at verse 5.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 12 and verse 5. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream.
So the Most High said, if I speak to the prophet, it's not going to be face to face. He's about to say that right here. Watch, read.
My servant Moses is not so.
Moses is not so. I'm gonna speak with him face to face, right? Everybody else I speak to is not gonna be face to face. It's gonna be through a vision, which is why when you read stuff like, hold that in Daniel 7 real quick, right? When you read stuff like, when you read the prophets, it say, and the word of the Lord came to me, or I was in a vision in the night, and it came to me, and the Lord said, boom. It was never just, hey, come here, let me holler at you real quick. See what I'm saying? He don't speak with us like that. And that's why Christ said, you have not heard the voice of God, nor have you at any time seen His face. So now we gotta ask ourselves, what's that voice and that thunder and that lightning you hear, brother?
I'm finna show you something. Check this out. Hold on. Psalm chapter 81.
Hold on, watch this real quick. Daniel.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 2. Daniel spoke and said, I saw in my vision by night.
Wait, he said what?
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night.
This is a certified prophet. He said, he spake and said in a vision by night, which goes exactly with what Numbers 12 said. If I speak to a prophet, it's going to be in a vision or a dream. Read.
And behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea.
So now he getting a vision, he getting a prophecy. And they came to him the same way the Most High God said it would, in a vision. Or a dream, but you said it wasn't a dream. So,
no, it's reality.
See that?
Well, check this out. Right here.
Just read right here. Just read.
This is the third time. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but could you please keep your distance from the speaker?
All right.
I appreciate you.
It says, thou caused in trouble, I delivered thee. I answered thee a secret place of thunder. Literally, God dealt with me. He said, you only have I chosen from all feathers of the earth. Don't nobody know.
Just you?
Just me, because he can find out.
Hey, we in a bad way if it's just him. You know,
nah.
He the only one on that series. It's just him only has God chosen.
Of all feathers of the earth.
Of all the families.
This is not a dream, bro. This is reality.
So it's not to the Israelites, it's just to you.
No, I'm not actually y'all. No, y'all got power too. Y'all got power to fix the word. Don't get me wrong, you got that. You see what you're saying is right. But at the same time, he was looking for somebody to perform those assignments to assist those miracles, which he did back then.
Don't he already got somebody for that?
Huh?
I thought the Most High God already had somebody for that. Don't he already got somebody? Give me Deuteronomy 18 and 18. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I read in this book that the Most High God already selected the man that was to carry out Moses' mission. And that man is the man by the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
He's already been appointed. That's his job. Don't tell me.
Believe me.
Don't tell
this
me.
Is not
I saw the way your face looked, man. Don't tell me that you think you the Christ too.
Huh?
Don't tell me you think you the Christ too.
I ain't folded in there together.
Because when I said Yahweh Shai, your face changed. I said, oh shit.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee.
So this is the Most High. He's talking to Moses, and Moses is delivering that message to the Israelites. So I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, one of the Israelites. I'm gonna raise up one of the Israelites, a prophet, right? Read.
And will put my words in his mouth.
And this prophet is gonna speak what I command him to speak.
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.
So if you don't listen to his sincere prophet, then the Most High God, you're going to have to deal with the Most High God about that, right? So this man, they said he would be like Moses. And we know who this is. We know this talking about Christ. So the man that's told God already chose a man out of the nation of Israel to carry forth the mission that Moses once had, which was to deliver the Israelites out of their captivity.
That's
that man is Hamashiach and Yahushua.
That's right.
Yeah, the man up there at the Father's right hand, we waiting on him. That's the valiant leader of the nation. So now we're in a little bit of a conundrum. Because how should I be that man, and then you be that man also.
I'll tell you like this, man. If you was with me every day, we had stayed in the same house together, you'll see the words of God for real. That God does answer me out of thunder for real. This is literally. God comes to me in thunder. Everybody else be asleep. I get up, go outside, listen to God in thunder, and I have to be quiet, calm my spirit, and I'll be listening to him. I listen to God all the time. I know him. So it's no surprise that he said be not surprised at the signs of heaven, as some of them were. Be not surprised at the signs of heaven, as some of them were. It said, then Jesus told me like this, through the word. He said through the word, right? He was like many people desire to see those things that you have seen and have not saw them. And see those things that you have seen and have not saw them.
What are those things that he was talking about?
Thunder, lightning,
the coming of Christ. That's what he was talking about. He said your ancestors they desired to see this day. He was talking about him coming on the scene, because the prophets are always prophesied about this Davidic Messiah, this Davidic king that was going to come. He was going to restore the nation of Israel. So when he said that they were waiting for this day, he wasn't talking about thunder and lightning, because all of Israel saw the thunder and the lightning, and they said, "Oh no, Moses, you go deal with him, because if we do, we gonna die if we deal with him. So you go deal with him." So when he said that he was coming, that your ancestors rejoiced to see this day, he was talking about him coming on the scene, because it was always promised in the prophets that this Messiah would come for the nation of Israel.
Right. I understand that part. Now it's just, I just wish you live with it. I would stay in the same house. You'll be your man. You'll be a man.
I want me to live with you, bro.
Huh? No.
I mean, because here's the thing, right? When we see the brothers in these scriptures that was doing miracles, it wasn't just with people in his household. They was going out and they was doing it, right? Christ sent the 12 out, right? And then he said, "You're gonna do these things I do, and even greater." And they weren't just doing them amongst each other; they was doing them to others. So that they was healing other people. That way, others believe and others be converted. So it's not just in the house. So basically, what you're telling me is your connection with God when He speaks to you in heaven and earth. It's like on a Bluetooth wireless tether, where it's like it's just in my house. But if I get so far from the house, then I mean, I just lose it. You got to come to my house to see it.
It's anywhere, man. Especially when I fast and pray.
But you said, when you walked in, you said, anytime I go out and I start ministering, thunder and lightning just go before me. And it's been cloudy and quiet all day.
That was yesterday. It didn't start yesterday because like you just remember this, God speaks to me like He speaks to you. And I've seen that message. But at the same time, He speaks to me to tell others about His word. And
God speaks to me through the word.
That's right.
You just said you talk to him in thunder.
He does that too, to me too. He does that as well as a word of message through word, as well as through live thunder. But he do that with me alone when he get ready. He don't move when I want him to move. He don't have to because he got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Lightning and thundering, those are signs in heaven, right? And it said, be not dismayed. Don't be, ooh, it's thunder and lightning. Don't be dismayed at that, right?
That's God.
Thunder and lightning. The thunder and lightning is God?
Yeah, it is.
Did He create thunder and lightning?
No, that's Him. I read His attributes. Now we're getting into His attributes. God deals me with his attributes because I found favor with God.
And how'd you do that?
I didn't. He chose me. I didn't. He chose me.
Well, see, here's the problem, brother, right? I think somebody like that will be keeping the commandments of the Lord. You keep the commandments?
Yeah. I know all 10 of them. Right off in the corner.
It's more than 10.
All 10. I know all 10.
It's more than 10.
It's
613.
613. Here we go.
13. So, hold on, it's 613.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's 613 commandments.
Right.
I can look at you right now and tell you're not keeping one.
Like what?
You said like what? Numbers 15:38.
I can receive criticism.
Huh?
I can receive criticism.
Because see, see, Moses would know that it's more than just 10 commandments. Moses would know. He's the one that God had given the law to Israel, right?
Yeah, it's the Sabbath. Today's the Sabbath.
No. So see, Moses would also know that the Sabbath ain't Friday to Saturday.
It's today. Yeah, I'm talking about today, not Friday.
Today's Saturday.
Yeah, today's the Sabbath.
So you started your Sabbath yesterday.
No, my Sabbath was today.
It's Friday night to Sunday. Friday night to Saturday night, right?
Saturday night. Yeah, that's
See,
today.
Moses would know that that's not the real Sabbath.
Sabbath is Saturday.
How did the Lord give us the Sabbath?
The Sabbath.
By what?
Okay.
By the moon.
I'm finna break it down to you. The Sabbath was.
Oh, you got the Bible in your hand. Let the Bible break it down.
Okay.
Here. Let's just stop chatting. You know what I'm saying? Let's let the Bible speak, right?
Okay.
Give me Sirach. You know, 43 and 6, and Leviticus 23. Right? It's through the Spirit. We just had this conversation yesterday in the chat. That's wild. You got 43? Sorry, 43 and 6.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 43 and 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season, for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of peace.
It says from the moon is the sign of peace, right? Leviticus 23. All right. Leviticus 23.
Start at verse 2.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse.
Nope, start at verse 1.
At the top. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying.
The Lord spoke to who?
And the Lord spake unto Moses.
So this is the Lord speaking to Moses right now, read.
Saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even in these are my feasts.
So he's about to get ready to release the feasts of the Lord. And the precept he read in Sirach 43 said the moon is what determines the feast. Let's see what the very first feast mentioned is. Read.
6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
So the Sabbath, right? It's the very first feast. And it said that the moon determines the feast. So your Sabbath is determined by the moon.
That's right.
Moses would know that because Moses is the one that just said this.
That's right.
So Friday night to Saturday night can't be the Sabbath.
No, Saturday is at Saturday daytime. Friday's preparation day. I go to the 7th day of the church on Saturday. Only reason I did not go because I got a cold today, but I would have been in church today.
You a Levite? What the hell are you doing in the church, man?
No,
you know you a Levite. You know you a priest of God. What you doing in the church, man?
I just go there like just to hear a message.
That's not the tabernacle. That's not the temple, right? You belong in a temple, making the sacrifices, burning the incense, the frankincense, and the myrrh, keeping the menorah lit. That's your office. That's your job, not the damn Christian church, man. Come on, huh? Moses wouldn't go into no damn idolatrous temple with a damn white man hanging from a cross behind him, all on the stained glass windows. It's the prophets and everybody is white folks. Moses wouldn't be there. Moses would probably burn that place to the ground. Matter of fact, Deuteronomy 7:1. No, not 7:1. 7 and 4, right? Because God gave Moses a law to give to us, and this is what he said do.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 4. For they will turn away.
Start at verse 5.
Starting at verse 5.
Bring it on.
But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, and break down their images.
Let me tell you something. It'd been so many damn church buildings burning if Moses was here today. Moses wouldn't be caught dead in no damn idolatrous temple. It said break down their altars, burn their images, read.
And cut down their groves and burn their graven images with fire.
White Jesus would be burnt up some damn where, right? That damn cobblestone would be somewhere sinking to the bottom of the damn Dead Sea, right? Moses wouldn't be caught dead in there. We just through the Spirit of the Most High had a brother take off his damn idolatrous carts earlier, man.
That's right.
That's supposed to be the work of a priest. Right there. If you said you're a priest, you're supposed to be on this side of the signs trying to teach and wake up your people to come back to God. Because we know about the Levites. When Moses went up there and they made Aaron make that golden calf, what did Moses say? Who today is gonna stand up and fight for the Lord? And who was the ones that did it? And who was the ones that did it? The Levites.
Levites, 300.
The Levites stood with the Lord. They wouldn't be standing in verse. Especially not Moses. Alright? And then you know you're a Levite, and you going to the damn Seventh-day Adventist church. Where is that false religion? This one right here, look at this. Created the Seventh-day Adventist church. A damn white man, right? By the name of William Miller. So you're a priest, you know that's the enemy, man. And you going to his damn religious institution, and he got you thinking today's the damn Sabbath. And listen, there's a Levite, a Levitical priest by the name of Eleazar Beloy. Eleazar Beloy, the guerrilla Hebrew. Right, the guerrilla Hebrew, man. Maybe you need to tap into the Sakari YouTube channels and learn something from a real Levite.
I don't have a phone.
You said you don't have a phone?
No.
You got access to like a laptop or something?
I had one, gone. That's past it. That's over. I had one. That's over with. I had 5 laptops. Gone. I'll make moves, but that's past it. That's nowhere near here. No, y'all have no more.
Yeah, you need to be with a congregation that can really, you know what I'm saying? Break shit down, break stuff down for you to give you the sense, you know what I'm saying? Now, like I was saying, Moses he would keep the law, right? You said, what law am I breaking? Give me numbers 15. I said, I can just look at you. There's one just as clear as day that I can tell you that you're not doing. We're about to get it. Start at 37.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 37.
Bring it up.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments.
And the Lord spake to Moses, so Moses knows this. Right, read.
Throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord. And
so the question is, man, where your fringes at?
Oh, I got one.
You need more than one.
I just got a headband with fringes on it, but
where did he say put the fringes? Where did he?
Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Where?
In the borders of their garments.
In the borders of your garments. Look at all the shirts his brothers got on. And then we can get you these. This brother, his family made them, right? We got one of the cars. Got one of the cars. We can get you in touch, man. Get you some fringes. You see what I'm saying?
okay.
So you know, you gotta get the fringes. What's your dietary like? What kind?
Steak. All of it.
Real. There's a little bacon off mixed off.
Now I eat pork. I don't fuck with pork. Oh, for instance. I don't fuck with pork. Not at all.
Oh, sure.
I don't eat that either. I'm allergic.
Crab, lobster.
No.
All presents. All presents. That's good. That's good. You know, keep that dietary law. You know what I'm saying? Got your beard. You see, you know, we just gotta, you know, clean up the edges a little bit. That's the brother family.
How much do it cost? Will it cost me anything?
You said what?
Will it cost me anything?
I don't know what the price is going for these days, you know what I'm saying? But if you could just get in contact with them, then I'm pretty sure they got no problem getting that information.
All right, I'll see you
Shout out
later.
Six by B.
I'll see you later. Can you have my bag? Thanks, man. I'll see you later.
You got a flyer?
Nope.
You already know what I want? Because all you was already there. Yeah. Give me 28. I think it's 28. 28. Okay. Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
And that's what's happening. He said he's a Levite. Well, he might be David in the new generation. He might be Enoch. He might be Moses. The Lord chose him and him alone out of all families of the earth. That's wild, man. But you know, the Most High God don't always get the victory, man. The Most High God is undefeated. Your arms ain't long enough to box with the Most High God. Your arms ain't long enough, you know what I'm saying? You come up and you try to challenge the truth of the Most High God's word, we're just gonna let the word speak, all right? And with that, I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom.